What is our fourth main topic today?
Okay, guys, this comes from Ibrahim Ali. Hey, Gio. Been watching since the AMC days. I just read on Variety that Deston Daniel Cretton, director of Shang-Chi and The Legend of the Ten Rings, is developing a Shang-Chi sequel with Marvel, and a Disney Plus series related to that world is also in the works. Shang-Chi is the biggest movie of 2021 domestically and has been hugely successful. So, though it's not surprising, it's excited to see we're in for more martial arts action. Thoughts on what the series could be and this whole announcement. Thanks, and bring on the filthy.
All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, Ibrahim. And yeah, look, no surprise. What if not my favorite movie of the year, then at the very minimum, one of my favorite movies this year was Shang-Chi. I certainly haven't had an in-theater experience that made me tremble and buzz with excitement as much as Shang-Chi did. Because, you know, my expectations for Shang-Chi weren't through the roof. It looked good. It was going to be great to see like a martial arts Marvel film. Yeah, I was excited to see it. But I did not think it would be what I consider to be the best comic book movie since Logan. Not as good as Logan, but I personally think it's the best comic book movie since Logan. And a lot of people look at me like I'm crazy when I say that, but I stand by it. I totally do. Like, it's excellently written. The character dynamics are so fantastic. The dialogue is great. The martial arts action is nutty. Like, to me, especially when you look at things like the bus scene and things like that, I said this too, I think it's the best on-screen martial arts I've seen since The Raid. Not as good as The Raid, but since The Raid, I don't think I've seen martial arts that have, to me, been as blood-pumping and exciting on screen since I've seen The Raid. And like that bus, it doesn't matter how many times I watch that bus scene. I am always grinning ear to ear. I think it's unbelievable the way they did it. It was so great. So yes, obviously they were going to do a Shang-Chi too. I mean, that is no question. And yes, it is now official. It's coming and on the way. This comes to us from the folks over at Variety who write, a sequel to Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is officially on the way, with Deston Daniel Cretton returning to direct and write. He's also in development on a Marvel series for Disney Plus. Now, here's the thing. A bunch of people are saying that he's also doing a Shang-Chi series for Disney Plus. That is not the case. That is not the case. Let's go back to this comment here. He's also in development on a Marvel series for Disney Plus. Cretton has signed an exclusive multi-year overall deal with Marvel Studios and Hulu's Onyx Collective. These are all under Disney, of course. The new deal will allow Cretton to develop TV projects for both Marvel Studios on Disney Plus and the Onyx Collective for Hulu and other platforms. Not much. Now, here's where it comes with this Marvel series. Not much is known about Cretton's Marvel series on Disney Plus, but sources tell Variety that it's a comedy. It tells Variety that it's a comedy, so it's not necessarily, or it's not going to be a Shang-Chi directly connected series, but instead it's going to be a comedy, which I think is very interesting because, number one, I thought the humor in Shang-Chi was fantastic. I never felt like it went overboard. The dynamic between Awkwafina and Simu Liu was magic. Just great. So if he can bring that same kind of humor and whatever to another show or another series, I'm all for it. It's fantastic. And again, to me, this is a movie that is so special. I saw it 7 times in theaters. I've seen it 4 times since it dropped on Disney Plus, and a number of other times that I just
seen it 11 times.
And I've lost count of how many times I've just had like 15 minutes to kill, popped on Disney Plus, went to Shang-Chi, fast forward, I now know the exact moment of where the bus fight starts, and just watch the bus fight probably 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 more times. Ray has been
need to do an
Ray has been here when I have just popped on Shang-Chi and put it to
John,
the
we
bus
care
fight
about
scene.
you.
And then
we
I
feel
just
like
leave.
you have a problem.
It's that good. It is that much fun. I love this. I cannot wait to see them come back to do more. And I'm really glad the same director is coming back to do it again. And you know what? Give me more Simu Liu. And by the way, Simu Liu is not just going to be confined to the Shang-Chi movies. We're going to see Simu Liu pop up in a lot of other stuff in the Marvel MCU as well. So that's going to be exciting to see moving forward. Anyway, the question is for you guys. What do you think about the fact that it's now official? The director is signed up to direct and write. Shang-Chi 2 is on the way, and he's going to be doing some other stuff for their other platforms as well. I think this is great news. How do you guys feel about it? Jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.